Two questions from Dalek44. First one, how did you discover YouTube? Well, I was searching the internet for videos of Robot Wars Series 2 because back then I didn't see all of it and I really want to, which I did sometime later, thank goodness. And I found one on YouTube and I like to comment, but I had to join, so that's how I became a YouTube member. And here I am now. Second question, who do you think would win in a war between the Time War Daleks and the Progenitor Daleks? Well, the Progenitor Daleks look bigger and I think more powerful, though the Time War Daleks had an Emperor and Davros. Then again, he did create one with a large cannon in remembrance of the Daleks with Sylvester McCoy. I think my answer is, all depends on their weapons and who's in charge. I got 5 questions from Sam the Thomas Fan 1. If asked to, would you want your YouTube show to be on real life TV? Depending how successful mine is, which is not at the moment, thanks for nothing trolls. But yes, I would. My main purpose of this show is to show my comedy to the world. Second question. What is your favourite character in Thomas the Tank Engine? My two favourites have to be Flynn the Fire Engine and Winston the Track Inspection Vehicle. Flynn I thought is very cool because he rides on the whales as well as the roads, and he's more of a big hero around Sodor. As for Winston, I know he only just been introduced, but I like the look of him. He's very clever and he gets his own running gag, which is when Sir Topham Hatt drives him and he's terrible at it, which makes Winston jerk a little. So I like those two the most. Third question. Who would be the perfect girlfriend for Thomas? Rosie or Lady? I think Rosie. She's the same size as Thomas and she's cuter than Lady. Fourth question. What are your top 5 Thomas episodes? Okay, let's start with number 5. Horrid Lorries. I can't think of a reason, I just think it deserves 5th place. 4th place goes to Bulgy Rides Again. I'm glad Bulgy came back to the show after his appearance in season 3, and it was funny when the chickens, who still think Bulgy is in their home, sneak in and they woke up the next morning and went everywhere. I hope Bulgy will be happy as the mobile vegetable stand.
They don't lay eggs.
3rd place is Stuck on You. The main highlight of season 15, which is Butch the Breakdown, who has been in the background since 5th season, finally talks.
Bother.
And it was funny when Butch tried to work his magnet. 2nd place goes to Fiery Flynn. It was a good way to end season 15, and it was a Flynn episode, and I know other people thought of this, but I laughed when Flynn said this phrase.
You're not on fire?
See what I mean? 1st place, another Flynn episode, Waste to the Rescue. This one featured Flynn running on both roads and rails, and Flynn looked funny when he twisted and turned along the road, and it was very cool with the firefighting scene. So that's my top 5 Thomas episodes. And final question, would you want Pierce Brosnan, the narrator of The Great Discovery, to narrate the rest of the Thomas series? No, not really. I think he's better off doing action or rom-com movies, and I still like the current narrator, Michael Angelis. I hope he doesn't leave the show. Skulls Productions asked, what Paper Mario game do you like best? Paper Mario 2, The Thousand Year Door, or Paper Mario 3, Super Paper Mario? Wow, that's a lot of Paper Mario in that question. I never played the games before, sorry. And another question from Skulls Productions. If you were a fan of Shining Time Station, what are your favorite episodes and / or characters? I never watched the show before, I apologize. Daniel the Tank Engine, my man, asked me 4 questions. 1. What is your favorite movie of all time? I think my favorite is Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I love the jokes and Wallace's inventions. The other movie I like is Cars 2. The plot was pretty clever, and I like the characters Finn McMissile and Francesco Bernoulli. And the other movie I like, I know it's in Japanese, but it's subbed in English. Gokaiger Goseiger Super Sentai 199 Hero Great Battle. It's on YouTube, and you must watch it, take two. You'll have to watch it, and you'll see why I like it. Second question, what did you think of Series 16 of Thomas and Friends? It got off to a good start with Waste to the Rescue. It had a nice one. I'm glad Dan and Dot got more appearances than Season 15. It's great to see the now Gauge engines return to full CGI before the upcoming special Blue Mountain Mystery, and I like the new character for this season, Stafford. Third question, what is your opinion about the 2014 Thomas film? Well, I might think it's too controversial because it says it's about the Second World War. Critics might as well call it the kids' version of the Schindler's List. Fourth question, do you like chocolate milk? I haven't tried it before, but I know someone who likes it the most. You see? Here we go. FlavorMeagle619 asked, what got you into Top Gear? My dad sometimes watches it. When I watched it with him, I started to like it and I enjoyed it a lot, especially the challenges. Ackley Attack 4427 has 3 questions. First, what other TV shows do you love? Well, let me just get up my very long list. Thomas and Friends, Winx Club, Doctor Who, Last of the Summer Wine, Keeping Up Appearances, Cheers, Frasier, Friends, The Ricky Gervais Show, Wallace and Gromit's World of Inventions, Top Gear, Whose Line Is It Anyway US, Robot Wars, BattleBots, and Kamen Rider Double, and Kamen Rider fourze, Sailor Moon, Tensou Sentai Goseiger, Kaizuku Sentai Gokaiger, Postman Pat, and last but not least, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Second question, what are your top 11 favorite colors? I can't tell the whole list, but my top 2 are red and black. Third question, if you could, how would you change the English dub of Powerpuff Girls Z? Is it really that bad? Anyway, I doubt any actress I know would do that, so I don't think I would do that. Tom's Online 3 asked, what gave you the idea for the sketch show? Well, at work I sometimes make the staff laugh with my wisecracks, so I thought of doing a sketch show just to show my comedy to the world. Lucas Likes Thomas asked, what was the first, second and third favorite things that you have done on YouTube? Well, my best works are my music videos, the film Search of the Ponies, Steph's Valentine Special, and my opening titles. Also my production titles like the latest version you just seen at the start of the session. Thomas Transformer asked, what season of Thomas do you wish you could narrate for? Well, I would like to narrate any series that are in CGI. And another question, what did you think of Charlie? I like Charlie, he's fun, shame no one else likes him. The Soto Island 3D Remakist asked, what is your opinion of Sharon Miller stepping down as a writer? Let's just hope the next writer will make the character more intelligent than what she had done with him. Shame on her! ThomasFan3751 has 4 questions for me. First one, what is your favorite redub from FlavorMeagle619? I think my favorite is Toby's Tram Track. It was his 20th redub, and of course I was in it as the Fat Man. Whoops, sorry, Sir Topham Hatt. Zach did a lot of good jokes in it, I enjoyed it. Second question, who are your favorite voice actors? If you're talking about YouTube, my favorites are Daniel the Tank Engine, FlavorMeagle619, Train Lover 476, and Miss Oliver and Blossom. If it's real life, I think my favorite is Peter Salas, who done the Wallace in Wallace and Gromit. Speaking of that, the third question, what is your favorite Wallace and Gromit adventure? I think my favorite is the latest one, The Matter of Loaf and Death. It's about my favorite food, bread, and a lot of great action and surprises too. And final question, what is your favorite season from the Total Drama series? I think my favorite is Total Drama World Tour. A lot of funny moments and surprises along the way. especially Gwen and Duncan kissing. Hey, get out of here, Tyler! That's better. Okay, I got one more user that I'm saving for last because she's my favourite. A question from my dearest Handsome Henry 123. She asked, what got you into Doctor Who? Well, it started in high school and we go to the Gurnus on a Monday, and there are two boys who are crazy about the show. So I thought I'd watch it myself, which was while David Tennant was the 10th Doctor. My first full episode I watched was either School Reunion or The Runaway Bride, which featured Catherine Tate. I began to like the show, then I tried the classics like John Pertwee, Tom Baker and Peter Davison, and I like it. And I like the show even more. So I am now officially a Whovian. So I hope you enjoyed this Q&A session, and I hope to see you soon. This is me, Plunderbird, saying goodbye.